guys, welcome to SAAAC Online. We're doing our video sessions, and today's video is going to focus on the importance of play and the power of play in teaching kids skills and just building on those skills. So a lot of you might wonder how play differs with a typical child and playing with a child with autism. Well, we all know children with autism lack play skills. Therefore, we need to teach them how to play. So essentially, you'll be doing work while the child plays. You'll have specific goals in mind that you want to target, whether it is building on skills or building language. Through play, we as parents, therapists, and volunteers want to create an emotional connection with that child and give them a way to connect to the world. First, you want to make sure you want to create an environment with lots of opportunity for the child to ask for things, to play with things, just to have access to. So you can see with Daniel, I had the worm out, I had the Thomas puzzle out, I had some coloring pages out. There were lots of things on the table, at least 5 or 6 things. So as soon as he came in, I knew what he gravitated towards. You can tell, what does a child like to play with? What is he spending most of his time with? So these are things that you can do to assess what the child's interests are, and this is what you'll use to kind of incorporate play and teaching into your session with your child. So the one thing you always want to remember is you want to make sure that the child takes the lead. This means that when the child enters the room or enters the play center, you want to make sure that to observe them, to watch them, to see what they are going towards. What are they spending most of their time with? You can see in the video, Daniel, totally the first thing he went for was the worm. He loved Mr. Squiggly Worms. So I made sure I watched him for a bit, let him play with it, brought up Mr. Bear and the other Squiggly Worm, and that's what he wanted, that's what he played with. So always make sure once you have the environment set up with all the different puzzles and all the different toys and all the different books, you see and watch the child what they're going towards. So now you have the environment, you have the child going and looking at different things, you know what they want, you know what they love, so what are you going to do? You're going to restrict access to these high interest items. What I mean by that is you're going to make sure that these items are visible, but they're not of easy access to the child. So you can see in the video, I'm playing with Daniel and he's playing with Mr. Worms, but at one point I'm hiding Mr. Worm behind me. So he's looking around for it and I know he wants it, so he'll say, I want Mr. Worm, or I want Squiggly Worm. He'll say something. So this is to increase language at this point because you're restricting all the access to the item. I've done this with the puzzle where I've held it up high and waited for him to ask for it, use something. He knows he can use the language to ask for it, and he really wants it. So as long as you have the motivation, you can restrict access to it and know that they will ask for it. So now you've set up step 1, created the environment. Step 2, let the child take the lead. And step 3, restricted access. The 4th thing is also something that you might have to do ahead of time. You have to have goals in mind. You want to set these out ahead of time because you want to make sure that when you're playing, you have these at the back of your mind. So whether it's increasing language, like I did with Daniel, we asked for the worm, he asked for the puzzle piece. I wanted to increase his words from 1-word demands to 3 words, where he's like not saying puzzle or not saying piece. He's like, I want 3 piece, I want the blue marker, I want the red marker. So depending on the child and depending on their level, you want to make sure that you have the goals accordingly. I also worked on building matching skills. So we had doing the Lego pieces, but at one point he was just making them all sorts of colors, and I started doing the orange tower, and he was building, matching it. He was like, oh, let me add the other orange Lego piece on it in the blocks. You can work on labeling items. So when we're looking at books and like looking at or pictures, we're saying, who's that? Sir Topham Hatt. Who's that? Thomas. You know, he's working on identifying and labeling things. At one point when we were doing the puzzles, we worked on, oh, show me, I think it was the airplane, show me the truck, show me, you know, I was able to incorporate teaching into the different skills and play that we were working on. The best part for me was when we was doing prepositions, we were putting Mr. Squiggly Worm in my head. I'm like, where is he? He's like, oh, over there, on your head. So he's using words and he's learning new things through play, and that's the best thing you want to do, and that's what you always want to make sure. At the end of the day, you want to have clear goals in mind so that you can teach those and make sure that they're always there at the back of your head. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the video. So like we talked about in the beginning, we want to create that emotional connection, and we want to give that to parents, to be able to have that connection with your child, with your brother, with your sister. So the way we do it is through play, and remember all the 4 points and you'll be good to go. So go ahead, challenge the pattern of play, be creative, and don't be afraid to get down on the floor and get right into it. So good luck, and we'll see you next time.